Have you ever wondered what would happen if we dumped all our trash into Jupiter? Imagine this. Every single year, humans produce a staggering 2 billion metric tons of waste. That's the equivalent of 5,000 Empire State Buildings. And that's just 1 year's worth of trash. The challenge of managing this colossal amount of waste is an ongoing issue that plagues our planet. Now let's take a moment to consider Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. A gas giant, with a gravitational pull so strong it's nearly 2.5 times that of Earth. It's so massive that over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. What if we used this gigantic celestial body as our cosmic trash can? But here's the million-dollar question. If we could send our waste to Jupiter, would it just disappear? Let's delve into this fascinating thought experiment, shall we? Imagine for a moment a spacecraft filled with Earth's trash hurtling towards Jupiter. Launching such a mission would be a feat of astronomical proportions. We're talking about navigating the nearly 800 million kilometers of vacuum to reach our solar system's largest planet. The spacecraft would have to achieve a speed of around 100,000 kilometers per hour just to escape Earth's gravitational pull, let alone make the trek to Jupiter. And let's not forget the cost. The price tag would make even the wealthiest nations' wallets wince. We're talking billions, possibly trillions of dollars per launch. That's not even considering the potential risks involved, from catastrophic launch failures to the unknown effects of dumping our waste on another planet. Now think about the sheer volume of waste we produce. In a year, we churn out over 2 billion tons of trash. To make a significant dent in Earth's waste problem, we'd need to send thousands, maybe millions of these missions to Jupiter. That's a lot of spacecraft, a lot of fuel, and a lot of money. The technical challenges would also be immense. Designing a vehicle capable of such a journey loaded with trash is no easy task. It would need to withstand extreme temperatures, high levels of radiation, and the intense gravitational pull of Jupiter itself. This isn't a simple weekend trip to the dump, it's a monumental undertaking. So, we've managed to get our trash-filled spacecraft to Jupiter. What happens next? Let's take a moment to understand the very nature of the behemoth we're dealing with here. Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, is a gas giant, primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, similar to the Sun. Its atmosphere is a swirling mess of clouds, storms, and winds, some of which reach speeds of up to 360 kilometers per hour. These aren't your regular afternoon showers. We're talking about perpetual tempests, the most famous of which is the Great Red Spot, a storm so large that it could engulf the Earth 2 times over. Let's dive deeper into the Jovian atmosphere, shall we? As we descend, the pressure increases dramatically. The hydrogen gas that makes up the majority of Jupiter's atmosphere gets compressed into a metallic state due to the immense pressure, and temperatures rise steeply. We're talking about temperatures that exceed 20,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the Sun. Now imagine our spacecraft, laden with Earth's waste, plunging into this inferno. The extreme heat and pressure would incinerate most types of waste upon entry. Plastics, metals, organic matter, all would be vaporized almost instantly, leaving behind nothing but ashes and gases. The violent storms and high-speed winds would scatter these remains across the Jovian landscape, integrating them into the planet's complex atmospheric system. The metals might even add a bit of sparkle to Jupiter's already vibrant clouds. But this is not a clean, efficient waste disposal method. The incineration process would release harmful gases, contributing to the already volatile atmosphere of Jupiter. Plus, the energy required to transport such massive amounts of waste to Jupiter would be astronomical, both in terms of fuel and economic cost. In other words, our waste wouldn't just vanish into thin air, it would be reduced to ashes. Now let's talk about gravity. Jupiter's gravity, to be precise. Gravity, that invisible force that keeps us grounded on Earth, is not the same across the universe. On Jupiter, the heftiest planet in our solar system, gravity is a whopping 2.5 times stronger than on Earth. Imagine you're a piece of trash, hurtling through space towards this gas giant. What would that mean for you? Well, first off, your descent into Jupiter's atmosphere would be swift and unrelenting. There'd be no gentle floating down like a feather in a breeze. Instead, you'd be more like a stone plummeting into a pond, and the deeper you go, the stronger the gravitational pull becomes. Here's where things get really interesting. As you plunge deeper into Jupiter's atmosphere, the immense pressure and heat would start to take their toll. Combined with the planet's powerful gravity, these forces would crush and burn you, reducing you to nothing more than a speck of dust. But would you reach Jupiter's core? Highly unlikely. You see, Jupiter's core is a mysterious place. We're not even sure what it's made of. Some scientists speculate it's a dense mix of rock and metal, others suggest it might be a super hot, super pressurized form of water. But one thing's for sure, its intense gravity would prevent our waste from ever reaching it. So, in effect, our trash would be crushed, burned, and buried deep within Jupiter. So, is Jupiter the ultimate trash disposal solution? Not quite. The notion may be intriguing, a cosmic trash bin that could swallow our waste whole, but it's far from practical. The journey there is long, dangerous, and resource-intensive. It would require an astronomical amount of fuel, and with each launch, we'd be adding more pollutants to our own atmosphere. And let's not forget about Jupiter's brutal conditions. Its turbulent atmosphere and crushing gravity could incinerate and obliterate our trash before it ever reaches the core. But the most compelling reason against this idea? We'd be shifting the problem elsewhere rather than addressing it. The true solution lies not in the stars, but here on Earth. It's about reducing our waste, reusing what we can, and recycling diligently. It's about sustainable waste management practices that respect our planet and its resources. Perhaps the question isn't can we dump our trash into Jupiter, but rather, how can we better manage our waste here on Earth?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. That's all for Nifty Narration.